All right, welcome back. Welcome back. This is the part 4 video on solution, finding the solution to the equation below. If I get my tongue out of the way, I'll be dangerous. All right, so now we can see here we have an x value on the left side of the equal sign. We have an x value to the right side of the equal sign. Our goal is to get all the x's on the left side of the equal sign, or all the x's on the right side of the equal sign. And I can tell you now it'd be easier for us to combine all the x's on the left side of the equal sign. Let me show you why. Okay, so again, step 4, solving the multi-step problem. We want to solve for x. We want to get x all by itself, so it's just an invisible 1x on the left side of that equal sign. And looking at our equation below, it would be easier to move, using inverse operations, the negative 2x than it would be to move the positive 4x. Let's take a look at that and understand why that is. So a lot of times you're going to be able to kind of strategize on what you'd like to do, one or the other. And in this case, I don't want to deal with negative values. So I'm going to move or eliminate this negative 2x by adding a positive 2x to both sides of the equal sign. Let's check it out. All right, so this is called an inverse operation. What's the opposite of subtracting 2 or a negative 2x? Is a positive 2x. When I combine the two, 2x plus a negative 2x, or 2 minus 2, I end up with 0. That x is gone from the right side of the equal sign. But what you do to the right side of the equal sign, what you do to one side of the equal sign, you got to do to the other side. So if I added 2x here, I've got to add 2x here. Now they're like terms. 4 plus 2 is 6. Add x is attached through multiplication, right? And so the values like 6, I just rewrite my equal sign, rewrite the negative 6, and of course I can separate two terms with the plus sign, and that's what I'm doing here. Now I am 2 steps away from solving for x, right? This is now a 2-step equation. Okay, I want to bring this to your attention. We have 6x plus a negative 6 equals 6. That x represents a real number. I could substitute a real number for x. And since 6 and x means multiplication, what number times 6 plus negative 6 would equal 6? You could solve for x right now if you could figure that out. Okay? But I want to show you both methods, and I'll be showing you substitution method later on. Okay, so stick around. Right now, let's continue with the 2-step equation using what's called inverse operations. Okay, so my whole goal again is to solve for x, get x by itself, to determine the value of x. So one at a time, I want to eliminate that negative 6, and I'd like to eliminate the 6 attached to x through multiplications. What is the opposite of a negative 6? It's a positive 6. So I'm going, or what's the opposite of subtracting 6? You're going to add 6, right? So if what I do to the left side of the equal sign, I have to do to the right side of the equal sign. These are both consonant terms, so they are like terms. I can add and I can subtract. Okay, so let's take a look. What does that look like? Okay, so negative 6 plus a positive 6 is 0. Gone. I'm left with 6x equals 6 plus 6 is 12. Now, this is a one-step equation. Maybe it's a little easier to see now. 6 times what number? That x represents a real number. A variable is a real number. We just don't know what it is yet, right? We have to solve for it. So 6 times what number, since this means multiplications, would give you the answer of a 12. All right, so let's check that out. All right, we want to get that x all by itself, so we're going to perform the opposite of multiplication, right? 6 times x. What's the opposite or the inverse of multiplying? That's division. So we'll divide 6, not just to one side of the equal sign, but we'll divide 6 to both sides of the equal sign. And you would divide everything, every term, by 6. Well, thankfully, we've only got one term on the right side. 6 divided by 6 is, what's anything over itself? 1x. What's 12 divided by 6? So as you can see here, 12 divided by 6 is 2. And again, 6 over 6 is that invisible 1x. X is all by itself. That's our goal when solving multiple step, two-step, or one-step equations. We want to get that variable, x, y, z, all by itself. So the answer is C. Now, I want you to stick around for part 5, maybe part 6 videos, because I'm going to show you how to cheat on these standardized tests and assessments and make your life a lot easier. Most importantly, maybe save you a little bit of time. Thank you for joining me. Math is easy. Take it step by step. If I've helped you, please help me to help others. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Math is easy if you take it step by step.